I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not like when it comes to working with artists, to be honest, it's not the talent that really gets me, like, because anybody can be talented. It's his work ethic that really like attracted me to, as far as his process of how he was able to come up with his songs, but also be able to take constructive criticism also, and take it on the chin and keep coming back, and he just kept getting better, and that's what inspires me to, because now I want to work hard. You know what I'm saying? So I always made a rule to myself that I'll never outwork an artist. Okay. And he always outworks me. So that makes me go. All in audio experience.
Whole lot of that, man. All in audio. We are in the building, man, and this is a special one, man. So I got a dynamic duo in the building.
Brothers.
Nah, man. So I got a collaboration in the building, man. We got something special going on. I got my boy Dopetaf in the building.
Yeah.
An amazing artist, man. He can rap, he can sing, he can do a whole lot of.
Yes, sir.
All that. And then I got super producer, engineer extraordinaire. I got my boy Q Cole in the building, man.
What up?
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, sir. I got an entrepreneur to that because he be hustling too. I can't even forget that one. I can't even forget that one. But man, how y'all boys doing today?
Great,
man. Blessed. Doing good. Glad I woke up this morning.
Man, yes, sir. Always blessed to wake up this morning, man. So we're gonna get straight to it, man. And we got some cool stuff to talk about today. But I'm gonna save a certain project a little bit towards the end. I gotta start with the beginning of it first. So before y'all do anything, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube, a whole lot of that. And also follow these boys. What's your IG?
My IG is at Dopetaf. Make sure to get that. I'm really Dopetaf on everything as well.
Whole lot of that.
My IG is at QCole Music, and that's on all platforms.
Facts. So, go stream their music, go, watch their YouTube videos. You got your vlogs.
Yeah.
All that. So, man, I got to get to the collaboration, man. So, y'all are collabing. How did that start? Because I know y'all been working together for a little minute now.
Yeah, you want to say it?
Shit, I don't even really remember how it happened, to be honest, because you was just at the studio a lot, and then you started recording with me, and I was just really fucking with like his style and music. But actually, let me preface this: I've seen him recording with another engineer, and I was like, and I had just started at EQ, and I was like, that's the type of artist I want to work with. Somebody who can spit like that, and then manifested, and then came to what we doing now. But we've been working together for a good minute.
On me. But then, as we kept working together, we already were talking about, I had wanted to work on some like different type of stuff, and I wasn't really finding that type of stuff online. And Q had already been getting me slick. Even the first times we had recorded, I had hopped on like some bubblegum trap type beat with you. So I had already been messing with his production and all that, but I had told him I wanted to do a little EP of like just different stuff. And he was working with me, but then it's just like, it just grew as time kept going on. It grew into something bigger.
Okay, that's dope. And you said his style, and I know Dope to have a lot of styles. That man might get up there, high energy, trap beat, yeah. Then you might get on some boom bap, or you might get on some smooth, some spacey beat. So that's dope that you just heard something. Were you attracted to the process that he had? Like, what was it when you seen him that you?
I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not like when it comes to working with artists, to be honest, it's not the talent that really gets me, like, because anybody can be talented. It's his work ethic that really like attracted me to, as far as his process of how he was able to come up with his songs, but also be able to take constructive criticism also, and take it on the chin and keep coming back, and he just kept getting better, and that's what inspires me to, because now I want to work hard. You know what I'm saying? So I always made a rule to myself that I'll never outwork an artist. Okay. And he always outworks me. So
that's
that makes
me
go.
That's a gem.
He said I'll never outwork an artist. I got to dive into that a little bit now. Now, why would you say that? Not get into anything specific. Like,
the main thing is, as a producer, we take the back seat, a lot, especially now in today's era. Yeah. So my goal is I'm support. I'm the service side of it. So if I'm going harder than on your music and than you are, there's a problem. Yeah. You're the brand, you're the face of this business or whatever you're doing. You should be going harder than me.
Okay, I got
and that's where it comes from. So that's why I'll never outwork an artist. As long as I see you working hard, I'm gonna work hard with you.
I like that. It's crazy that you say that because I'm not that old, but I do remember a time where like the DJ and the MC was more of a dynamic duo.
Fact.
Yeah.
So it is interesting how like things changed over time. So going to Dope, I know you, so I keep trying to call you by yo. You know what I'm saying? But you know. But like, so what attracted you to like Q Cole? Like, what did you notice in seeing him that like got that chemistry going?
But it's crazy because like I've said this on my gram everywhere, like, but like I've used to engineer myself first, like, so I already had like a specific sound and like vision for myself, how I wanted to sound and all that. But also me and my friends, ATK and all them, shout out to them. But we would just bounce around Huntsville recording with different engineers and going to different people's houses and recording and stuff and do the little SK stuff. I was recording Eric and stuff. So I've been through a lot of different like hands just touching my music. But like one thing that stood out when I got to EQ, and I was working with this other guy, but then I don't know how I got to this Q, but Q and me had a session, and bro, like, he was just very hands-on. Like, all these engineers, bro, and this is not no shots, but like, everyone be trying to make money. Like, not even just money, but also even when I was going to other people's houses, like, they really were just trying to execute an idea, and once you kind of fulfilled your service towards their idea, they were just on their own shit.
Like, they trying to get you in and get you
in. Bro. So it's like, whereas Q, like, he's involved from the moment you step in that door. Like, I remember like the first thing he told us, like, was like, my goal is to make sure you leave here with something listenable and like a good ass song. Like, fuck just like rapping, but like a good ass record. Like, we're putting together music, and that had me hooked from the jump. I'm like, oh, like, all I ever wanted was like a Naruto turn, like a Jiraiya or like a Kakashi in my corner. Like, cause I know I got the talent and the tools, but like, help me like
structure that.
Yeah, structure that shit. Cause I know you coming from an outside perspective, and now I have someone that's coming from an outside perspective that really pays attention though. Like, he's really involved, where a lot of engineers are just, all right, record.
And I'll preface that also, as far as like, I just now started saying this, I'm a producer first before I'm an engineer. Okay. And so that's where the hands-on part come from, because he could say 4 bars and I'll already see the final vision of it. Okay. And then that's my job, is to produce it from here and get it to that final vision. And I didn't realize most engineers, their job is to sit there and press 3 and record it, and that's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when I came in, I kind of fucked up the game, because I'm getting that knowledge of production I've been doing for the past 10 years, but I'm putting it into engineering. And so that's what really helped, I guess, set me apart from a lot of different people. Not saying that it's wrong or right, but if I always tell people, if you work with me, just know I'm a producer. I will tell you if I don't like it or you need to redo a take. But most people don't, because they're also afraid to mess up their bread. Yeah. But yeah, you can piss off an artist. You be like, hey man, redo that take. What do you mean redo that take? And then now they, now you might not get paid for that session. So I get it.
But do you remember the one day session? Like, I had came in there with the song, but I didn't even finish one day the first session. Like, we just sat there the whole first session, just worked on the hook only. Like, and like, usually I know other people would be like, man, this nigga wasting my money. No, nigga, we was and I was excited because of how much he believed in the hook and he wanted me to execute it properly, that I wanted to spend the whole time on that shit too. Yeah. Like, that's what I mean. Whereas like, we were both just dedicated towards the idea and executing it, and I really like that.
Hell yeah.
We got to give you your flowers for that one, cause
appreciate it.
Talent, and that's something I feel like Andy talent will only get you so far, but then even work ethic will only get you so far, because like, you'll get to a point where like, yeah, you're good and you're working hard, but like, you just might be stuck in an area because you just mentally haven't experienced what you need to experience, or just don't know like what it'll take to get you to that next area, and you need somebody to come in with a certain level of like bird's eye view, and that knows just like, oh, you're doing this wrong, bro. Facts. And that could be like a frustrating thing for artists, for anybody, like sports or whatever. When you're stuck somewhere and you're like, I'm working hard, but I don't know why I'm still right here. Mm-hmm. So man, that's dope that you seen that, and you know what I'm saying, that you was willing to, put your time and effort into, getting them right, for sure. Because I know a lot of people would just be like, yeah, dope, like, that sound great, bro.
Yeah, that sound great. It sounds utter like shit. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I blame it on also us just being like, not to make it a race thing with black men, but also just like, we're fans of music, bro. Yeah, like, I'm not about to take it to heart that, you know what I'm saying, you don't like this because you know art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, music. Music is such a cool thing because we can all have a different view and opinion on it. So like, that's your ear, that's your take. I could grow from this, and whether that's me adding or taking away from it, but it's just a different perspective, and it adds a piece to it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's why it's important to have people that like you trust, that like we can get into it and then still chop it up at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and they care enough to like, you telling me this because you actually care about the music, care about me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
so.
cause that's what I was gonna say too. It's just genuine, like, because it's easy. You know what I'm saying? I will say like, when you go into them studios, it is easy. This is just another studio engineer, but no, you can feel from the real. I'm not trying to hype this nigga how I know him. Like, I'm just being real from the jump. It was a genuine vibe. Like, I can't remember the first things you was talking about. I just know every studio session we was talking about a different artist, or yo, you need to listen to this, bro. You heard of this nigga? Blah, blah, blah. Like, we was just always like that from the jump, to the point I was going to only this nigga. Like, I was like, yeah. I'm only booking with Q from now on. Like, that's my sensei type shit.
All right, so now I want to bring in, I guess, the big reason that y'all are here. Y'all locked in enough to where y'all was like, we want to make a project together.
Facts.
How did that come about? Because that's a level of chemistry to where y'all had to have kind of hard conversations about, like, are we actually going to lock in long term enough to meet up and be accountable for each other, meet up and make this thing happen? So how did that start to come about?
That came about I think after you did One Day, and like, I've always been into electronic music, and I don't know if you see my posts, I'm always like, techno is black music, I'm always putting that out there. And so when he hopped on One Day, I was like, oh, we could probably do something. I finally think I found somebody that I can make my electronic beats and get somebody that's on it. And then we was talking to somebody about doing like a little EP deal, and that we fizzled out or whatever, but we still kept working on the project. You know what I'm saying? Just kept working because like it was just fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had the beat sessions, him and AC pull up, and we finna have a good time, and we're just making music, and that's really what it is, because I'm a lot older than a lot of people that I work with, but like, it's very few people who I work with that make me feel like a kid again. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
And that's really
innocent.
Yeah, and that's really where it come from. And then like, we sit and talk about life and our problems and issues, and then my brain gets to turning, and next that's how we end up making another song. And we just did that process. We didn't even really figure out how many songs we wanted, and we just created it.
And we really didn't start talking about that until like a year and a half or so into the process of it. Like, cause I remember, like I said, it was supposed to be like an EP at first, and then like it just grew past that because the whole little thing fizzled out. I was like, nah, but like, we can still take this hoe up or not. I remember we were talking about like, we can slick flip this hoe and go to this side and venture into this sound, blah 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 blah, and we just kept letting that hoe grow. So it was really beautiful, bro. Especially like on the frequency side, because like, I know the type of culture we in now with hip hop is like fast food method. Like, you just make some shit and just put it out quick. Where like, this was the first time I really got to sit there and watch something bake and like grow and like really go through a whole process with a whole other person. That's another thing with all my other projects too. I've never worked with a producer beat wise, like up close and personal. Like, a lot of these beats is from YouTube, getting sent from people I work with over the internet and stuff. Like, I was sitting with this nigga like, yo, I remember for one of them, I came in like, yo, Q, I'm feeling dark today, my nigga. I'm not feeling good, my G. Let's cook it up. He was like, yeah, what's the word you thinking when you feel this? I like, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of, like, I really fuck with that type of shit though. And it was just, we started talking the same lingo the more and more this process kept going along. So it's been a beautiful ass process, and it really opened my eyes to how I want to make music from now on too.
Yeah, it changes the whole perspective, like, because I always say, like, the artist got to go through the emotions of watching a producer make a beat, because it's going to start off with the idea that we talked about, and then like 30 minutes later it's gonna sound completely different. Yeah. And then the artist's gonna be back to like, man, what the fuck is he doing? Like, this don't sound like this. But then another 30 minutes and it comes back again, and you're like, oh, okay, that sounds really dope. That sounds better. And 30 minutes later, oh my God, he's ruining the beat. Like, but you gotta go through that and see like that process. And like, us producers, we like to go down and chase rabbit holes and experiment, because we never know what we gonna get. But then it's like, oh shit, like on Blame, how, you know, it was just, I just gave him a sample to rap over.
Exactly. And that's the cool thing about that too. Like sometimes I would just go home with a rough draft of a beat and we would just cook up an idea for it.
Yeah.
And we would take like 2 to 3 sessions to like really finish a song, but not on accident. Like, no, this is on purpose, nigga. We trying to take time with it. Like that was like the attractive thing in the situation. Like, bro, we really like cooking music and like putting our all into this shit. Like it just felt good.
I think
bro.
that's one of my top 4 because I got 4 songs that
you like about that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Hold on, yeah.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, it's crazy because like I said, it's just different being there for the whole process because you don't really get like the finished product, bro. If I just heard the finished product, I don't think I would really understand the work we put in. Like, bro, like to see the process that song specifically went through is crazy, bro. Like talking about, I'm saying this nigga band lab like invites, like he's listening, like, okay, yeah, I like how you taking it right here. Ooh, I'm gonna do this with the beat. If he would FaceTime me, like, yo, listen to this one. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I really was so hyped. Like, even just thinking back to the moments, like, it gives me chills because, like, bro, like, that's really how music is supposed to be done, bro. Like, taking your time with it and putting your love and care into that shit. So, and then even talking about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the shit that's going into the song, like giving that the vibe and aesthetic before I even write. Because we're literally talking about the shit before I write, you know what I'm saying? And rap the song.
I mean, it shows in the project. So I've heard, for the audience, I've heard the whole project and it's so cohesive from the cover art to the theme to how the album starts out. Like, it's called Ascension, and I felt like I was getting pulled into your world in the first 3 tracks, and then the 4th track, I was there. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So no, I definitely see where y'all executed on that, and we're gonna get back to the sound and what y'all did with the album. But staying on the business side of things, y'all said at first y'all was gonna turn this into an EP, or you had a deal for an EP, but instead you went the route. I call it the proud to pay model, but I think it's called something else now. With like, you put it on a platform. Can y'all talk about that?
Yeah,
that process and like what that is and how people can touch the album.
Yeah. So like again, like I said, I'm a lot older, so I come up from the trapping your CD out in the gas station era.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And most people don't realize like niggas was really making money doing that.
They was.
And
that's about drama in them.
And the streams changed that to where it was more of a clout thing, but we ain't receiving no money. You know what I'm saying? And like I just told them, I'm on a song that's got almost 300,000 plays, and I've made $50. That the math don't math. Yeah. So I've always been trying to figure out with the internet, because the internet has opened up so many possibilities for us as artists and independent creatives to be able to make money. But how can I get it to where I'm trapping it back out like I'm at the gas station? And that's where the Even platform comes in at. And you can do it a pay what you want model, or you can do a set price. But now I can sell my product directly to the fans and receive that money directly to me to be able to invest and make more music again. Yeah. And that's really what it's about. If as creatives, we got to take that business side and be able to get it to where it actually makes us dollars, so we can go and tour, we can pay for merch to get out there to help our businesses grow, so that way we can actually make a living and pay our bills with the art that we make. And Even provides that. And I wanted to do that for us, just so we can continue to keep making more projects.
Facts. And it sounds like this will put the focus back on the art. And so without being the lead, the album is called Ascension. When will it be available for people?
I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like you learned this from the Wild Way shit. I'm terrible with like dates, bro. Like,
yeah,
the way I'm trying to treat this hoe, bro. You heard it now, you see how regal this hoe is.
We're doing a proper rollout. It's the start of that. We're other rollout of just getting the info out. And we will be dropping a single soon. And but we still gotta get content together. Like the album's done, it's mixed. Yeah. I ain't touching it no more. I'm done. And so right now we just want to get the proper marketing together, because there's no reason to. Nobody's heard the music yet.
Okay.
So I ain't finna. There's no point of dropping it if we ain't got all the business in order.
Gotcha. So I just wanted to make sure they got all the information, because I know they listen to this like, well, shit, I want to live. So, but back to what you were saying though, I like what y'all are doing, because I feel like the way things are structured now is why we have so much lifestyle rap. where like everybody knows like you got to make money on the back end through shows, through selling yourself, and this, that, and the other. That it kind of takes the focus away from the music a little bit.
Facts.
A lot of rappers, they selling the lifestyle. They selling, whatever. Oh, that's Trent.
T Money. T Money.
Trentavious. You can't hear him on the headphones? Oh, that's fine. He in the roadcaster now.
Andrea's still here.
Yo, Trent. You gonna have to do can y'all hear him through?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Let me turn him up.
Trentavious.
This might hurt your ears, Andrea.
I'm turning them out. I ain't gonna do that.
Bet, Trent, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can hear him.
All right, bet. I got Q Cole and Dope on here.
What up?
Hey, Trentavious.
What up, fellas? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nice to hear from you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So we over here just chopping it up, man. I'm gonna let you just cut in and this be your segment to get some questions off that you got for him.
Oh shit, you on the spot right
high.
now.
You coming in high.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, hey, look, I'm happy to have, Dopetaf and Q Cole on here for sure. Look, how did this collaboration start?
It really started with me jumping into this new sound that I've been wanting to explore one day, and then me just having a conversation with Q about it and really wanting to expound on it. And he already had that his own frequency going on towards electronic music, so I just kind of cooked that up with him.
Okay. So let's so Q Cole, the electronic music, that why did you kind of go to that? Is that something that you always been into, or is it something new for you too?
Yeah, I was raised in it, man. Like, I'm originally from Cincinnati, so like I grew up on like go-go house music, techno. Like, that's all my mom used to listen to. And like when she threw house parties and stuff when I was a little youngin', there would be house music playing. So, I grew up around that style of music. And when I came down south, nobody listened to it. It was always, this white people music. And I'm like, nah, we created this. Like, this is black folk music. So my goal now is just, I want to put that back out there. Like, we make all, if you really look at the history, all modern day music or modern contemporary music was created by black people. And that's a fact.
They did all my boys dirty. Chuck Berry, we still trying to get you your flowers.
Come on, man.
So that's how I got into it. And I've always just created it. Between that and hip hop, when I started producing, I've always made electronic music.
Okay. So you say you from Cincinnati, Huntsville. I mean, I don't know if Jordan already probably asked this. Maybe he didn't. How'd you end up in Huntsville?
I mean, my people are originally from here. You know how the black migration during the 60s, they all left and they'll go get better jobs. But then back in the late 90s, early 90s, late 90s, we moved back down here. And then I spent half my time here and half my time up north.
Okay, cool.
Crazy.
Man, so Dopetaf, I know you've been dropping, you constantly just, in motion. So, what is the motivation behind continuing to go with more music? You constantly on the go, man. What is that? What's pushing you to keep doing this, man?
Take your time.
Oh, you saw me?
What's pushing? Yeah, what's pushing? Passion
for real. Like, this is, I'll be real and honestly, cause I think I'll be telling AC this, but I'll be upset. I'm obsessed, bro. Like, I remember I had to tell myself like this summer, like, I need to take like 2-3 weeks off of writing, and like I couldn't even make it like 3-4 days at first. I think it took me going to LA to even really like kind of ease up off writing, and even out there I still started writing again. So it's like at this point it's dead serious, like passion, obsession. I used to think like, yo, I'm doing this to like get my mom off of. Nah, like, bro, like the older I'm getting, it's not even just that no more. Like, this is the only way I know how to properly express myself. Like, if you know me in real life, you know I'm like real emotional, bro. So it's like, this is like how I get a lot of that off, in all honesty. So it's really just, yeah, obsession. I'm gonna lead with obsession and then passion.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, shoot, you gotta have a way to express it, how you feeling. I mean, shoot, rap, producing, all this stuff is getting it out there, your feelings, vibrations. So I get that for sure.
Not for real. And that's really all I've been heavy on lately too. Vibrations and like frequency. Like that's what I've been so focused on even with this project, is just not even just trying to be like the toughest rapper, but like, bro, just like admitting out what I honestly feel. And
Trying
like,
to do that too, though.
yeah, bro, like just
Try to rap his ass off.
Nah, I was, and I was, but it was just that, like, and it's crazy because I would say specifically for this project, like, this is the most like vulnerable I've been. So like, yeah, I was rapping, but like, if you even just listen to the lyrics, like, bro, I'm really like talking about something. Like, I really am just trying to put it on high blast how I'm feeling and let it out this like just genuine vibe. Because that's what I feel like is missing from me and Q talk about this a lot too. What's missing from music is just like vulnerability and just being genuine and like loss and like grief and all that and all the feelings that, you know, I feel like the culture don't really want to talk about right now.
Yeah, we want to stay in this same, I guess, this cycle. A lot of people want to stay in the same cycle. You know, what's hot, what's in motion, instead of just, you know, putting out what's really inside. So
Facts.
yeah, I appreciate y'all doing for the culture, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Trying,
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, got to. Somebody got to.
Someone got to, brother.
Might as well be us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I want to get into some of the sounds of the album. Is there anything y'all don't want me to touch on? 'Cause,
No,
you know, I have.
you do
All
what you
right.
want,
Bet. So I think I was saying earlier when I was listening, it felt like the first 3 tracks, it was like taking its time, like let me catch a vibe, it felt ethereal. I think that's the right word.
Yeah,
like,
ethereal. Yeah.
Ethereal. There we go. There
Ethereal.
we go. That's a good education. So yeah, I felt like even in the cover art, like I was floating, I was being taken into like y'all world, and then track 4, that boy came in swinging with them guns.
Yeah.
So I had like four tracks that I just loved on this, and I think top 10 though made me feel like I was back in 2003, man. I don't know who Shorty is. She came in too with them Band-Aid boys and like,
Oh, yeah.
killed
Yeah,
the
bro.
hook on that
that was
joint.
Moon.
Yeah,
Moon. Shout out to Moon.
Shout out to Moon,
Yeah,
bro.
she came in crazy work, and then Blame. You was getting in your bag. You was talking on that joint too. So you was. That's why I said like Blame, and I believe Leave. I was like,
Oh yeah, leave my shit.
Leave my shit, and then No Reception, where you came in rapping too. I was like, yeah, he's still gonna get his bars off.
Yeah,
He's still
bro.
gonna, you had a little. I think it was on No Reception where you had like this little alliteration moment where you kept hitting the same like it's like you kept using like the same letter with each. Like I was like, he trying to thump that joint.
You be listening. Okay, I like that. Yeah,
Bruh,
for
so
sure.
he was trying to thumb that joint. So like, give me, and I'll start with Timmy. Give me some of like the how you was trying to sonically like attack this joint. Like you told me you wanted the electric vibes, but like how did you try to match your energy to what Q was doing?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I will say, like he said, like, bro, like my mom is like a Zumba instructor. Well, she was a Zumba instructor for a portion of her life, bro. Like my mom was like a woman of many talents, but also she used to sing too, do a lot of like soul stuff and like gospel stuff. So just in general, bro, I will say I've grown up around music and just different alternative music to the point like this has been something I've wanted to do for a long time. I just wasn't comfortable enough to do it. And even when I started recording in studios, comfortable enough to do it around other people. But now I got someone I'm really leaning in and trusting on, like, yo, like, you got me. So I'm really just fully chasing it now. But I've always wanted to do this, like, bro, I'm not like, also, like, I'll say inspiration-wise for this project for me on the artist side was, like, a mix of, like, Travis Scott, Drake, and, like, Asaba.
For the sake of not comparing, I did want to like bring up other artists' names, But there was definitely moments where I was hearing I was like, ooh, he got in his bag a little bit.
Yeah,
and
but
he
it's okay to say that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my homie Wavy had told me
yeah.
this because like me and him was talking about it at the crib. I was showing him that project. I was like, bro, I don't want people to like just pin me in because they hear one little electronic sample they think it's Drake. But it's like it's okay to be like that because that's everyone. Like that's that person's reference point to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like it just lets me know you're a listener of this style and that's what you hear when you listen to it. But like that is. Just me being honest, like inspirations towards the sound, like that's what I grew up on. And then even just like the voice and stuff, like bro, like I admit like Travis Scott made me comfortable about singing. Cause I think my voice is super different. I'm not no R&B smooth, you know what I'm saying, ass nigga, but I can sing a little bit. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where all the inspiration came from my side of it.
That's why I say like early in the album, I felt like I was getting pulled into like a Travis concert, and then like a Cudi, almost like. And not early Cudi, honestly, more of like the late Cudi. It's a specific album I'm talking about, but
I love Kid Cudi.
The pink one, maybe like Passion Pain, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. But like just some of those like echoey sounds that I was hearing, and then even a little Ye too. You know, Ye was a part of that little good music vibe. Bro. So I was hearing a lot. I was hearing a lot of that with just like that kind of just like outer body experience. Facts. I think that's really what it was. Facts. So I was hearing that in your voice too. You was matching it with your voice.
That's really what we set out to do though. Like that's serious. Like, and it's crazy because like even the name Ascension did not come until like way later in the process because we just kept saying, yo, we just want to feel like we're ascending. You know what? And I think the intro itself was just called Ascension at first too. So he was like, nah, that's damn near the project name, Ascension, because that's how the whole process should feel, like an outer body experience. So,
but it did until you arrived, and it felt like once you started, like you came in and like it came like it felt like you became more physical like once the album got into it and you got to it, you know what I'm saying? Because you still had your moments where you had a couple boom bap type of beats and you was, you know, it might not have lasted long because, you know, Q switched that thing up as much as he wanted on this joint, which I love too. Like you was getting your bag with that too. So, but yeah, bro, going to UQ, like, how were you having fun on this album with the sounds? Just give me
really just because I had free reign to experiment. Like when it comes to like producing, like, and I'm used to like I can make a beat in front of anybody, but for the most part, most people have a very rigid preconceive of what they want.
Yeah.
But where I really shine is when we don't have any expectations. Yeah. Let's just create and see what comes out of it.
You was having fun on this joint.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you seen this nigga in the studio? Like, this nigga was cooking.
He was cooking. The last song, Miss Lee. Bro, the last song, I was listening to this. I was like, you don't want to stop. You want this one to
like, fuck it. Like,
you don't want this one to stop. I was like, yeah, he having a good time for sure.
Yeah. It's just cause like I ain't gonna lie, cause like when I finished the production on the album, cause like I said, a lot of the songs we laid down all his stuff, and then I'll come back to it, and then I'll start my arrangement process, and cause now I have the full picture, now I can see where. All right, let me take the drums out here.
And this is where this nigga steps into that producer bag. Like he's really a song
trying stuff out. And let me put the second verse over here, and then let's try this out and really arrange the song. And so I took a whole month off of work to mix and finish this album. Yeah, I think it was like back in August. Yeah, like I took a whole month off work. Like I was like, I'm not taking sessions. I'm not doing anything.
That's crazy.
He was a bad man.
Focusing on this album because I wanted to get it done and finish it, but I wanted to also give it my 100% attention. Yeah, and so it was just experimenting, finding samples. Like I'm, you know, and like you said, like it kind of felt like a Kanye vibe on certain things, but you gotta think like College Dropout came out my freshman year of high school. My sophomore year of high school. So. You know what I'm saying? So he's the reason why I started producing. You know what I'm saying? But I also wouldn't have been able to make an album like this if it wasn't for Timbaland when he came out with his electronic sound. So those are all my influences of, and then like with you said the early 2000s with sorry, what's the track title? The one with Moon.
Oh, you talking about top 10?
Top 10. Like, top 10 is like how my early production sounded. I was just a sample heavy nigga because I listened to nothing but Jay Dilla and all these type of people. So I wanted to bring that vibe. And just, I wanted, we're two different generations, but I wanted to mesh both our worlds together. Yeah. And I think we was able to accomplish that.
That's too hard. That's too hard. I just love how I just felt like listening to it. You were having so much fun, man.
I was.
Because like I was like, he really is just weaving in and out of some of these beats. Like but you did it with like so much precision. I think that's why Tad felt comfortable giving you his alternative. Because I know we've all heard the alternative for the sake of alternative project.
Yeah.
Like you wanted to do it, but you weren't quite ready to execute on it. Yeah. It sounds a little messy. That's not what happened here. It was cohesive.
Yeah. That was the goal. It's just like even the time it took for like us sequencing the actual album. And it was the perks of, all right, well, if we're going from this song to this song, well, I need to make sure I have a outro of this needs to change so it fits with this. But then our interlude, that's our palette cleanser, because now we're getting to the deep cuts of the records. And I wanted to bring the deep cuts back. Like that was always my favorite parts of the when an album growing up listening was like the interludes and the deep cuts. Like of course I like the singles, but let's see what you're really talking about now.
See what you're really talking about. Yeah. Are you really taking the time to detail this whole from start to finish?
Yeah.
Is there anything up here that needed to be like? Is there anything that's excess up here? Did you leave stuff in just for people to hear it? Nah, you cut everything out. Everything that was in it needed to be in it. And I'm telling you that genuinely. Because Andreas know I'm one of the ones where like if I hear like too many sounds that are layered on top of each other and I feel like something and it don't mesh well, I'm automatically like it. And
that surprised me, bro. Like, I thought it was gonna be like point. This is like me going into this whole experience. I thought it was gonna be points of me having to say like, yeah, Q, that's too much. No, bro, I'm telling you, I'm just behind him like every turn. Cause even if it was a moment I felt like I should, this nigga literally would make a turn. I'd be like, oh, this nigga Q already know what the fuck he doing. Let me shut the fuck up. Like Q is really on it, bro. Like I'm telling you, and like I'll call this nigga, or he'll call me 2 days later with a whole different version. Same shit I love, but three different elements that I love even more. Like that's why I was like, nah, Q is really like that. He's not gonna do too much. He's not gonna do too little. He's gonna make sure.
That took a long time for me to learn. I used to overproduce my beats. Like if you listen to my older beats or older projects I've worked on, it was always a lot going on. But it's kind of like what you said earlier. Like you get to a point to where I'm working hard and I'm doing this, but I'm stuck. And I finally was able with this project was able to get over the hump, and that just come from me studying. And like what he said, I'm obsessed about this. Like I am very nerdy when it comes to audio and sounds. Like I'm in school for sound design, so it's like this is my magnificent obsession, as my CT Fletcher, who used to say that. You know who that is?
No.
Check him out.
Check him out. All right,
but this is my magnificent obsession. This is where I put all my passion into. So I study everybody. I studied Metro. Like Leave, I wouldn't have got the transition for Leave if it wasn't for Metro and Future's album.
Oh yeah,
and I'm studying it. So I'm giving y'all gems too. Like I'm studying like their arrangement, because Metro, how he arranges is crazy to me, and how he's able to blend different things. Oh yeah, it's two different sounds that we have. Yeah, but the bars are still the same. It's 8 bars for this hook. Is this many? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I studied those things. I studied Quincy Jones, and I just really take pride in that. And then I go back and then I add it to the music that we work on.
Game recognized game, man. That's dope. That's dope. So tell me about some of the features. Y'all kept it minimal on features, but I see y'all working with them Nympho boys.
And it was on purpose. Cause at the start of this, bro. On my mama, I was like, bro, it's the first time I'm working with a nigga. I'm not letting nobody on this joint.
But then, I feel that though. He said it's my moment.
Bro, but as the process went on, bro, you start thinking like, bro, for one, this nigga Landis was already helping us behind the scenes and just giving me energy. Yeah. Like, shout out Landis. Like, he was just giving me energy.
I was going to ask, did he produce anything on here? Because there was a moment where I was like,
he did the outro, like the trap section of Safe and Sound. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did the trap section of that. Okay. Yeah, and had to get him on there. But like Landis is like he's the only person I collab with. I don't collab with a lot of people because we got to be, in my opinion, we got to be friends for me to be able to make beats because that's an intimate kind of thing. So So yeah, he was definitely very instrumental in this project as far as just listening to stuff and because he'll tell me if it's whack or not. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna lie to me.
Facts. I'm gonna be real. Like he was texting me. I'm talking about the whole little 2 years we taking with this. He said, bro, when this shit drop, bro, niggas gonna go crazy. When this shit drop, bro, bro, I'm telling you, in my ear. So like, I feel like it was just so natural, and he was always around anyway. Landis is like, the Pharrell of the 2-5. So like, he's just always around in the studio, trying to listen in, peeping. It just worked out that way. Like I automatically like, yo, this nigga sound tough doing the hook on this show. Really, he's supposed to have a verse on Top 10 at first, but then I switched it around. There was a whole lot of shit going on with Top 10. But like, bro, it
turned into Emperor.
It worked out.
It worked out beautiful. It worked out beautiful. Exactly, like not even exactly, but better than I thought it was gonna be, to be honest.
Okay.
And it just worked out that way. Especially like with Nick and them. Like I said, bro, like they just be around. Like we record with Q, bro, and Nick is like slick. Probably one of the only like rap friends I really got, like them Band-Aid
yeah,
niggas.
They my brothers. Like they at the house, you know what I'm saying? They always over there kicking it with me, even if we're not making music, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they are, I like for Ibiza, I was like, hey Nick, I just need like 8 bars. All right, say less. No, you know what I'm saying? Like and then
hey, cook. And it's so cool because we like, that's why I'm so comfortable like working with Nick, I'll be honest. Like, cause the first time we met, like, bro, he was the only person besides my soccer seat just jump in the chair and do something, bro. Like no thoughts about. Okay, I got you, bro.
I got you.
Yeah, like I got you. I remember one time we made a song, bro. We went back and forth.
That song's unreleased too. I still got it. Like it was over one of my beats, and we was in the at EQ, and one night, one thing was all like just fucked up, having a good time, and then I played a beat, and then they was like, Nick was like, shit, you want to go right now? And then, Tap was like, yeah, let's go.
Oh,
and then boom.
And nigga literally was swapping in and out of the seat. Like, that's what I really like about them. Like, how he was bringing up earlier, like, the childlike energy. Like, Nick and them make me feel like that with music. Like, it's just fun, bro. It's super fun. Steez, Nick, and Landy. Shout out to them niggas.
Shout out to them.
And then Moon. I had somebody in my ear been trying to put me on Moon. So how did that collab come about?
Okay, so like, in all honesty, I only gonna say this because we friends with all these niggas too, so I can say this on camera. So weird, and they probably gonna get mad. I don't care. Nigga, Caitlyn was supposed to be on it originally, Majestic. Okay, she was supposed to be on it originally. She had other things going on, so I pivoted. And I've always wanted to work with the singer women out here, bro, but they be so hard to work with. I know I'm gonna start something saying this, but they be so hard to get in the studio, and I get it.
Women know they hard to like schedule,
bro. Schedule, bro,
and that's not even
women in
like,
scheduling.
Music.
It's not even music.
It's general.
Women in schedule, bro. But Moon, yo,
she came through.
All love to her because she came through. I'm talking about like. She sent me a rough draft like 2-3 days after me sending her the beat and everything. I'm like, bro, she's tough, my nigga. She's tough.
When he texted me and was like, I got Moon, and I've already previously worked with Moon before and helping recording her and engineering some of her songs. So when he said she's going on there, and I was like, sonically her voice, oh yeah, it fits. Let's do it. Let's go. Then she pulled up and then laced the track.
Cooked. And with Nolly, that nigga is just SK to the death.
Oh yeah, Nolly.
Yeah, you've been locked in with Nolly for some years. Yeah. Facts,
always.
Facts.
He's always like I was just telling him the other day. Like I don't think there's gonna be a project like the next couple I'm doing, and like the stuff I have that he's not gonna be involved in. Cause I just work with him too much.
I got you.
Like we have like a whole project gonna release together. That's just my brother, bro.
I love that.
Yeah, shout out to Nolly.
Shout out to Nolly too.
Trent, you want to get in here? Because I only got one more question before we lock it up for today.
So, well, this was kind of a little bit further back in the conversation, but I know Dopetaf and, well, Q-Cole, you was kind of saying that a lot of artists want to kind of stay in a certain lane, in a certain pocket when it comes to beats. I noticed over the time, Dopetaf he can be in multiple lanes. He can he's fluid in whatever you kind of want to do. So how grateful are you to have an artist like that can just kind of fit into any beat that you kind of want,
I mean, it's a producer's dream, like, first of all, because, like, not only, like, when as a producer, when you come out, you find a niche that you're good at and that you can, get your beats out and be able to get artists, because the goals have artists on them. But we make all sorts of music. We just know what artists like which ones are gonna sell or not. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got into the game, I've always wanted to do multiple different multiple genres because I listen to a lot of different music. So being able to come across somebody who's versatile enough and is willing to be pushed, you know what I'm saying? Because we've had sessions to where I'll be like, hey man, you get out your head. Fuck it, it's just me and you in here. I'm not gonna judge you. If it suck, I can hit delete. You know, and we're good. But I wanted to give him that like a safe space to feel comfortable to be creative and try things, because if you don't try something and out of your comfort zone, you're not gonna know exactly. You know, you're not gonna push yourself. You're not gonna achieve any. You're just gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And we see it happen to larger artists now. Their music's not selling. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not reinventing themselves and they're not pushing themselves. So to have an artist like him to be able to do that and be able to go over anything and we can create anything, that puts a lot of opportunities in both our hands, because that leaves us open for doors for not only our own personal music, but also sync licensing, making music for movies and everything like that. Because we can get into a rhythm of, oh, hey, we need a song that talks about teenage love. Bet, say less, got you. I know we can. He's gonna be the first person I hit up because I know we can cook up something super quick. You know what I'm saying? So it's just on the business side of it, it's a beautiful thing to have an artist like that, like right next to you.
Okay. Love that.
Man.
All right, man. I got a very unserious question, man. This is for Dope right here, bro.
I knew it. Come on, I knew it.
Why the hell you keep getting kicked off IG, bro?
Bro, because they be hating on me.
Bro.
And this first off, fuck Mark Zuckerberg on everything I love. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
Hey,
I really want the
smoke.
problems. I know he be training in the
Bro.
cage, but I really would box that nigga. No cap. But on some real, bro, you know I be doing the little live reviews.
Yeah,
Tap into
bro.
my lives. I'm coming
Yeah,
back
bro.
shortly. They trying to get me out of here. I'm not going. But nigga, I'll be doing the reviews, and there's so many people that they hate. Bro, I won't even say they hate it because it's really a love thing. That's why people keep coming back to my reviews. But bro, it's just
because your reviews be going up,
bro. But bro, they
Yeah.
just be getting. It's just some certain kids can't take someone being like very genuine and raw with their opinion.
Everybody
of
been
music.
telling them it's
Yeah,
good. when
and
it's
not
like,
even just down very detailed in how I break down music.
Yeah.
I'm not about to just sit there. Oh yeah, this is hard or this is ass. I'm not one of them niggas. I'm gonna if it's ass, I'm gonna break down in a 5 essay why you're ass.
Your mix
And-
is ass.
Yep,
Your
you know
hook
what I'm
is
saying?
lazy.
You can
I'm
tell the
playing.
kids who didn't have a football coach.
You know what I'm
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Me and him said that a couple times. Like you can just tell some kids that like dead ass, bro, have not had
Somebody's direct with you and you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
I feel you.
like, cause I swear they'll take that and make it seem like you hate them and you hate. You know that's the common young nigga thing now. Oh, this nigga's a hater, bro. Cause
No.
the nigga being real with you.
Yeah, facts.
So that's why, bro. They keep flagging my
Man,
shit.
it was one time Andreas wasn't on IG. He was like, "You locked back in with Timmy, yada yada woo woo woo." I was like, "Bro, I think Timmy off IG right now. I can't even
Bruh.
contact that nigga, bro."
I had to literally text her like, bro, Andres, my shit is disabled, bro. Can you please?
I be
hit
trying
this
to put people on to him too, and then I'll be like, "Yeah, check out. I'm got working with this guy, blah blah." And I'll be like, "His name Dope." Like, I can't find him. I'm like,
Bruh,
"Man,
it's
fuck."
crazy.
Yeah, bro, I had to ask you about that one.
It's crazy, bro. But I'm back, bro. I'm not going for that shit no more.
All
I'm
right,
about to just
bet,
stop
bro.
being mean to people, I guess.
Nah, bro, you keep giving it to him real, bro.
I want to say one thing real quick. We brought it up earlier, but let me give a big shout out to EQ Labs and Mally Boy, because we wouldn't have been able to get majority of the project done without the
Facts.
without the place to be able to do that. And for what EQ has done for the city and provided a place to where like-minded individuals can come and hang out and meet, like that's a hidden gem in the city. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Mally Boy and EQ Labs.
Yeah, that's really like my origin, bro. For real, for real. EQ is definitely like the origin of like, you know how Batman got Gotham, like EQ is my origin. That's really like where I cultivated all this shit. So definitely shout out to them and Mally, for real, big ass influence.
Yes, sir, man. Anything else you want to shout out before we get out
No, I just want to shout out this nigga. This is the GOAT, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is the GOAT, bro. Everyone please hit him for beats, hit him for tutorials, advice on music. Like, bro, I really do believe like Q is like damn near probably one of the best producers of our generation. I just really can't wait for us to show it.
Appreciate that.
I really can't. I just can't wait to show it, bro. I really can't wait to show it or aid him in showing that, because like, bro, I'm not even trying to glaze. I'm just for real. I was waiting just to do this so I could say that. Like, bro, Q is like the GOAT, bro. Like, that's really why I want to shine off this whole little interview project, this whole process. Like, Q is the GOAT. Like, there's no one putting care into music like he is right now. So shout out to that, for real. Q Cole music, nigga.
Whole lot of love, man. Trent, anything before we get out of here?
Hey, I ain't got nothing. Just go all in, man. That's it.
All in, all
Trentavious!
right. Trentavious Caldwell Pope. Yeah, man. Y'all like, share, and comment, man. Ascension coming soon. Just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? We got some content coming out for that, according to these boys. So y'all just lock in, bro. But I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Appreciate you having us on.
Appreciate
It's been a dream come true. About to be on All In Podcast.
Yes, sir.
All in audio.
And more to come.
All in.
All in.
All in audio.